I have a mirror. I'm going to reflect the sunlight on the ground. My oldest cat, my best friend in the world, he goes nuts. He does the same thing with a laser light. Check it out. He's just laying there chilling out. And then, oh, what's that on the ground? Oh, what is it? Come on, what is it? I'm sure some of you have cats that do the same thing. Hey, come on. Where is it? Now, mind you, he's a very old cat. And I love seeing him play like this. Oh, kitten got in his way. He gets tired easily. Oh, look at this. I'm walking away from the house. He's following me. Come on, buddy. Come on. Oh, there's another old cat. That would be Molly Brown. Come on. Come on, there he is. Oh, I love you too. Hi, Molly. These two grew up together from the time that they're about maybe 2 years old. She's a Maine Coon cat. I have no idea what kind he is. They're just both sweet. She stays outside most of the time now. Gemini hangs out inside and outside. Sleeps with us a lot. They're both good cats. Oh, and there's Harley. Oh, hello, Harley. Oh, baby. How are you, little girl? Harley was my daughter's cat, and she moved someplace where they couldn't have cats anymore, and we kind of acquired her. Her and her other cat. Her other cat's name is Kilo. They're good, I know. God, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, Molly Brown. I know, I'm like the crazy cat man of the neighborhood. We got all these damn cats, I don't know what to do with any of them. I'm in the process of getting the ones that aren't fixed. So there won't be any more kittens around. But until then, I gotta find something to do with these kittens. And the cats. Not all the cats. Just the ones that I've acquired that... The damn thing is, they've been with us for so long now that they're like family. Come on, babies. What, Harley? What, baby? I know. Listen to you talk. What's that? You got the camera? Oh, I love the camera. Love the camera. Oh, Harley. Oh. Sweetheart. There's Gemini and Molly. We're just going for a walk. Yeah, I live in a trailer park. Not real happy about it, but sometimes, well, of course this is the view I have outside of my front door, which kind of makes up for it. The sun sets that way-ish, and it's beautiful, beautiful sunsets. Don't like much living in a trailer park, but circumstances are circumstances, and a few years back we hit some pretty hard times, which, you know, made our finances even harder, and we haven't quite gotten back on our feet yet. Well, couldn't afford to live where we used to live, and a friend of ours had this trailer. He was wanting to move to Texas, and he just wanted to unload the trailer, so he sold it to us for about $6,000. We still had kids at home at the time, and since we needed a place to live, well, we snagged it up. Now the kids are grown and moved out. My wife and I are talking about, in the next couple of years, getting rid of this place and maybe just moving into a nice apartment, a little apartment big enough for us, somewhere in a nicer part of town. Come on, buddy. He was lagging behind. Like I said, he's old. I gotta remember not to move so fast. What? My best friend in the world, just him. My best friend. Molly is too. She's his sister, not blood sister. We acquired Gemini. One of my daughters found him as a kitten, curled up under a bush, abandoned. And we used to have another cat that looked exactly like him, as just a grown cat. Same markings and everything. So when we were trying to think of a name for him, I thought, well, they look like twins. Well, that's why we named him Gemini. And then shortly after that, that older cat unfortunately died. And Gemini needed a companion. So we went and got Molly Brown. And they've been together ever since. Man, that was years ago. I'm saying maybe 12 years ago. Some more of the view from around the bend on the little dirt road I'm walking on. It's this little wooded area, kind of across the street, a couple of houses down from my house. My wife and I used to work for a company, and we were making pretty good money. I mean, the best money we've ever made. We were by no far rich, but considering we had 3 kids living at home, we lived in a nice townhouse in a nice part of town, paying about $600 a month rent. All of our utilities, you know, we're making all of our bills, electric, water, gas, and all that stuff. We had cable TV, we had the internet, yada, yada, yada. We had all the stuff. And we made plenty of money to take care of those bills. Plus, we had money to put away, each of us to put away in our own 401k. We were each buying stocks in the company. And we still had money to spare. Go out to eat with the family 3 to 4 days a week, and still go do things and enjoy ourselves as, you know, a family. Then the company shut down their regional office and laid everyone off. We realized that we couldn't afford to live where we lived in Kettering, Ohio. $600 a month was too much, considering we were both unemployed. And we got this trailer just by good fortune. It was a roof over our heads, which is what we were concerned with. Then shortly after we moved here, probably within a year or maybe a year after we moved here, in a 1.5-year span, my wife had to go into the hospital for 3 different surgeries, and they were all emergency. They were all life-threatening, and it was on 3 different occasions within a 1.5 years. I also had to have a surgery. It was a minor surgery, but it was something I was putting off for 20 years, and it was really starting to bother me. And both of my daughters went in for minor procedures in that same 1.5 years. And I started to develop different health issues. Nothing, you know, crippling, but things that make life a little more difficult. Makes it a little more difficult to work every day. And we just, that's where all of our money went. All of our savings went into moving and taking care of medical bills and just trying to survive. Like I said, the kids are finally moved out. It's just my wife and I, and we're hoping to get back on our feet sometime soon. And when I mean back on our feet, I mean to where we can actually start saving money again. Because every penny we get now goes into just surviving. Look at this. This field right here, this all used to be woods. A wooded area, and they've completely cleared it out for some reason. From these trees where I'm standing here to the next trees over across this little field, this all used to be trees. We used to take our granddaughter walking through here, picking mulberries and raspberries, and now they've torn it all down for some reason. I don't know why. It's sad. Hopefully it's a good reason. We haven't always been this bad off. I retired from the military. I was in the Navy for about 15 years in active duty, and then I got out of the Navy and I went in the Army National Guard, the Ohio Army National Guard, for another 7 years. And I retired back in 2005. But I still have to work because I don't get my military pension until I'm 60, which is in about 12 years. But after I got out of the military, active duty, I worked whatever job I could get. Worked in a state prison in Indiana for a while. I was a state officer. I was the chief of security at a Crown Plaza hotel here in downtown Dayton. And I worked as a driver for a couple other corporations. And now I work where I work now, at a department store. It doesn't pay much, but I kind of enjoy the work. Yeah. Had kind of a, I wouldn't say productive life, but it hasn't been boring. I hear one of my cats yelling at me. They got lost. Let's go find them, Harley. Let's go find them. Come on, baby. Oh, there's Molly Brown. She found us. She found us. Yes, she did. There she is. Let's find Gemini. Look at this. I found him. He's hiding back in the bushes. He's walked further back into these woods or this little patch of trees. He won't follow me home. I don't want to leave without him because I'm afraid he might not find his way. It isn't that far, but it's easy to get lost if you're as little as these guys are. I think he likes it out here. He always has. He enjoys it every time we take a walk out this way. So does this one right here that blends in way too easily. See her? Molly! Molly Brown! Okay. Here they come. They're on their way. Harley! Come on, baby. But that's the sad, sad story of why we live in this trailer park. My oldest daughter, when we first moved here, she complained and complained. I don't want to move to a trailer park, which I don't blame her. But she'd say, I don't want to move to a trailer park. I don't want to move. I don't want to be trailer trash. Oh, I don't want to be trailer trash. And I had to tell her time and time again. I say, sweetheart, it's not where you live that defines the type of person you are. I said it's how you live. If you live like trash, you're going to be trash. If you live like a good, decent person, then that's what you're going to grow up to be.